Hello, Quizheads. Welcome to Takeaway Trivia, episode number 218. I'm Leon, your quizmaster from Hereford, UK, and this is your pub quiz in a podcast. Yes, 4 more rounds of pub quiz style trivia lined up to entertain your old grey matter. But before we get started, a quick look in the inbox, and Kirsty Millard says, in February last year, my husband did me a birthday shout out, and he was really put out that I didn't do it for him last year. Well, here we are, his birthday week, and I've forgotten again. Am I too late for a birthday shout out for this week's recording? His birthday was Sunday the 19th of May. So Jake's birthday was yesterday. That means there's absolutely no way that I could say happy birthday to Jake Millard from Landrin Dodwells, from Kirsty and kids Evie, Mason and Ruben. I can't do it. You'll have to wait till next year. Sorry, Kirsty. Hope you had a good day, Jake. Neil has been on saying, shout out to wife Anna and our friends Matt and Savannah, please. We're going to be listening while driving down to Southampton for a cruise where we'll meet our friend Benson on board. Neil, have a great time, and all of you enjoy the cruise. Katie Clark says, shout out for my birthday, please, on Monday. I'm from Herne Bay in Kent and turn 50. It would make my day. Katie, have an awesome day. Stephen says, we listen weekly in our car share to work. Shout out to Stephen, Kat, Julia, Sarah and Claire. Listening to an older episode again. I love how you did the music round. Could we have more of them every so often? So yeah, ages and ages ago, I did do a music round with little snippets of music for you to identify. I'm very aware that sometimes this can lead to copyright strikes, even though it was only like 10-second snippets. So I don't really want to risk that right now, but I have got a few ideas I might try out in later episodes. We'll see. But thank you, Stephen. And also hello to Alexandra Gordon from New Zealand, who says, enjoy your podcast, listen every day while driving. Would love some questions on the royal family. Alexandra, thanks for listening. Safe driving, and I'll see what I can do. What's occurring in this week's episode? We've got the final fling a little later on. A round of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's an entertainment round, but let's start with general knowledge. Good luck. Let's get straight into round number 1 this week. 10 questions of general knowledge. Beginning with question number 1. What is the name of Garfield's teddy bear? We're talking Garfield the cat, famous in the cartoons by Jim Davis, of course. New movie coming out very soon indeed. Number 1. What is the name of Garfield's teddy bear? Number 2. Who does Alice follow down the hole? Question number 2 in Alice in Wonderland. Who does Alice follow down the hole? Question number 3. What is the name of the Spanish soup that is served cold? Question 3. What is the name of the Spanish soup that is served cold? Number 4. Which ocean is larger, the Indian Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean? 4. Which ocean is larger, the Indian or Atlantic? Number 5. What is the name given to the study of earthquakes? Question 5. What is the name given to the study of earthquakes? Number 6. Which US president is on the $1 bill? Question 6. Which US president is depicted on the $1 bill? Number 7. What is botany the study of? Question 7. What is botany the study of? Question 8. Complete the famous saying, you can't teach an old dog what? Number 8. Complete the famous saying, you can't teach an old dog what? Number 9. Who was Brad Pitt's first wife? Question 9. Who was Brad Pitt's first wife? And number 10 this week, what is the only country in the world with 5 red crosses on its national flag? Number 10. What is the only country in the world with 5 red crosses on its national flag? And there you go, that's your first 10 questions of this week's Takeaway Trivia. I'll have the answers for those after round 2. Hopefully round 1 was a good start for you. Let's move on to round 2. This is entertainment. 10 questions on movies, music and television. Question number 1. Which character from How I Met Your Mother is famous for the catchphrase, legend, wait for it, Derry? So number 1, which character from How I Met Your Mother is famous for the catchphrase, legend, wait for it, Derry? Number 2, what is the name of Martha Reeves' backing group? Number 2, in popular music, what is the name of Martha Reeves' backing group? Number 3, which actress portrays Agent Carter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Number 3, which actress portrays Agent Carter, Peggy Carter, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Number 4, which horror film sees Georgie lose a paper sailboat down a drain? Question number 4, which horror film sees Georgie lose a paper boat down a drain? Number 5, what is the name of the little boy who discovers where the wild things are? Number 5, what is the name of the little boy that discovers where the wild things are? Question 6, in David Bowie's Space Oddity, who are ground control trying to contact? Number 6, in David Bowie's Space Oddity, who are ground control trying to contact? Number 7, which TV show is about a young neurodiverse doctor called Sean? Number 7, which TV show is about a young neurodiverse doctor called Sean? Number 8, in which US city is Grey's Anatomy set? So number 8, sticking with hospital dramas, in which US city is Grey's Anatomy set? And number 9, in which city was the first show of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour held? Number 9, in which city was the first show of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour held? Finally, question number 10, returning to films. In the Terminator movies, what was the name of the company that created Skynet? Number 10, in the Terminator films, what was the name of the company that created Skynet? That's a tricky one, isn't it, for the last question there? But while you're trying to think of the answer, let's go back to general knowledge. What were the 10 answers there? Number 1, what is the name of Garfield's teddy bear? It's Pookie. Number 2, who does Alice follow down the hole? The White Rabbit. Number 3, what is the name of the Spanish soup served cold? Gazpacho. Shout out to Red Dwarf fans there. Number 4, which ocean is larger, the Indian or Atlantic Ocean? It's the Atlantic. Number 5, what is the name given to the study of earthquakes? Seismology. Number 6, which US president is on the $1 bill? George Washington. 7, what is botany, the study of plants? Number 8, complete the famous saying, you can't teach an old dog what? New tricks. Number 9, who is Brad Pitt's first wife? Jennifer Aniston. And number 10, what is the only country in the world with 5 red crosses on its national flag? That is Georgia. Rocketing through the questions this week, let's move on to round 3. for round number 3. Question number 1 is worth 5 points. Question 2 is for 4 points. 3 is worth 3 points. Question 4 is for 2 points. And question 5 is worth just 1 point. That's why we call it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And question number 1 in your 5-4 this week. Name the 5 US presidents during the 1970s and 1980s. Now, the presidents could start slightly before that, so one of the 70s presidents could have started, towards the end of the 60s, and the president towards the end of the 80s could have gone into the 90s, but we want the names of the 5 US presidents that served during the 1970s and 1980s. Number 2, what are the 4 prime numbers between 1 and 10? Question number 2, what are the 4 prime numbers between 1 and 10? Number 3, what are the names of Princess Kate and William's 3 children? So, number 3, what are the names of Prince William and Princess Kate's 3 children? Number 4, the asteroid belt is located between which 2 planets? Question 4, the asteroid belt is located between which 2 planets? And number 5, false or true, Google and Yahoo both use goats to trim their lawns. So number 5, false or true, Google and Yahoo have both used goats to trim their lawns. That's your 5 questions on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a look at the answers to entertainment. Number 1, which character from How I Met Your Mother is famous for the tagline, Legend, wait for it, Derry? That's Barney Stinson. Number 3, what is the name of Martha Reeves' backing group, The Vandellas? Number 3, which actress portrays Agent Carter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Hayley Atwell. 4, which horror film sees Georgie lose a paper sailboat down a drain? It. 5, what's the name of the little boy who discovers where the wild things are? Max. 6, in David Bowie's Space Oddity, who are ground control trying to contact? Major Tom. Not the one that went round the garden loads of times. That was Captain Tom. Number 7, which TV show is about a young neurodiverse doctor called Sean? That's The Good Doctor. 8, in which city is Grey's Anatomy set? Seattle. 9, in which city was the first show of Taylor Swift's Eras tour held? Glendale, Arizona. And 10, in Terminator, what was the name of the company that created Skynet? Cyberdyne Systems. I'm pretty sure in the real world it's going to be Elon Musk, isn't it, that creates Skynet? Alright then, let's go on to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What were the answers? Number 1, name the 5 US presidents during the 1970s and 1980s. We begin then in 1969 with Richard Nixon, who served into 1974. Gerald Ford was next from 1974 to 77. Then it was Jimmy Carter between 1977 and 1981. Taking up most of the 80s was Ronald Reagan between 1981 and 1989. And finally, from 1989 to 1993, George Bush Sr. Number 2, what are the 4 prime numbers between 1 and 10? You could have had 2, 3, 5 and 7. Number 3, what are the names of the children of Prince William and Princess Kate? It's George, Charlotte and Louis. Number 4, the asteroid belt is located between which 2 planets? Mars and Jupiter. And 5, false or true, Google and Yahoo both use goats to trim their lawns. That is true. Pause the podcast, put the kettle on, go and get a cup of tea and get ready for the final battle. The final fling is next. Time then for the final round this week. 15 questions of general knowledge, mixed bag, potluck trivia, but it is slightly harder than previous rounds. It's the final fling. Question number 1. In which year did Hewlett-Packard introduce the laptop computer? So number 1, in which year did Hewlett-Packard introduce the laptop computer? Number 2, the headquarters of the International Ice Hockey Federation is in which European city? Question 2, the headquarters of the International Ice Hockey Federation is in which European city? Number 3, from 1732 to 1917, what was the official residence of the Russian monarchs? That's just under 2 hours. So question number 3, from 1732 to 1917, what was the official residence of the Russian monarchs? Number 4, what is the term used for someone who marries for the second time? Number 4, what is the term used for someone who marries for a second time? Question number 5, in Greek mythology, what was Hebe the goddess of? Number 5, in Greek mythology, what was Hebe, that's H-E-B, the goddess of? Number 6, in a deck of cards, which is the only king without a moustache? Question 6, in a deck of cards, which is the only king without a moustache? Number 7, is the Portuguese wine Arinto a red or white wine? Number 7, is the Portuguese wine Arinto a red or white wine? Number 8, in which year did the Queen Mother die? Question number 8, in which year did the Queen Mother die? Question number 9, which country currently produces the most films or movies per year? Question number 9, which country produces the most films a year? Number 10, who was the oldest of the Beatles? Number 10, who was the oldest of the Beatles? Number 11, the aardvark is native to which continent? Question number 11, the aardvark is native to which continent? Number 12, in 2010, Ben Silbermann co-founded which social media platform that allows users to share lifestyle inspirations such as fashion, cooking or design? Number 12, in 2010, Ben Silbermann co-founded which social media platform that allows users to share lifestyle inspirations such as fashion, cooking or design? Number 13, which musician voiced the character Lord Royal Highness in SpongeBob SquarePants? Number 13, which musician voiced the character Lord Royal Highness in SpongeBob SquarePants? Number 14, Dhaka is the capital of which Asian country? Number 14, Dhaka, D-H-A-K-A, is the capital of which Asian country? And finally this week, number 15, in the lubricant and rust prevention spray WD-40, what does the WD stand for? Number 15, in the lubricant and rust prevention spray WD-40, what does the WD stand for? 15 questions. Have they defeated you this week? If they have, pause the podcast and have a think, see if there's any you can get an answer for. But when you're ready, the answers will be revealed after this quick break.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo Concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Welcome back. The answers then to this week's final fling. Number 1, in which year did Hewlett-Packard introduce their first laptop computer? That was back in 1984, and it was called the HP 110 or HP 110. Number 2, the headquarters of the International Ice Hockey Federation is in which European city? You'd have thought it would be in Canada, wouldn't you? Because Canada is very prevalent when it comes to ice hockey. It's Zurich. Zurich is where that's based. Number 3, from 1732 to 1917, what was the official residence of the Russian monarchs? The Winter Palace. Number 4, what is the term used for someone who marries for a second time? Digamist. Dagamist. Digamist. I'd also accept optimist, by the way. Number 5, in Greek mythology, what was Hebe, the goddess of? Youth. Number 6, in a deck of cards, which is the only king without a moustache? That's the King of Hearts. Number 7, is the Portuguese wine Arinto red or white? It's white. Number 8, in which year did the Queen Mother die? That was 2002. Number 9, which country produces the most films per year? India. Number 10, who was the oldest of the Beatles' Ringo Starr? Number 11, the aardvark is native to which continent? Africa. Number 12, in 2010, Ben Silbermann co-founded which social media platform? Pinterest. 13, which musician voiced the character Lord Royal Highness in SpongeBob SquarePants? David Bowie. Number 14, Dakar is the capital of which Asian country? Bangladesh. And number 15, in the lubricant and rust prevention spray WD-40, what does the WD stand for? Water displacement. That's takeaway trivia completed for this week. Congratulations if you are the champion. I hope you've enjoyed the questions this week, and as always, it's been an absolute pleasure to be your quizmaster. I'll leave you with one final tat fact. Did you know before he became president, Abraham Lincoln was the wrestling champion of his county? He fought nearly 300 matches and only lost one of them. I'm assuming he was a regular wrestler and not a sumo wrestler. That would be weird. Thank you for playing Takeaway Trivia. Have a fantastic week this week. Have a safe week, and we'll quiz again soon. Take care. I hope you're enjoying Takeaway Trivia. Don't forget, we're now available wherever you get your podcasts, so please subscribe, rate and review to help this quiz grow. Also, if there's anything you would like to be tested on, any subjects you'd like to hear in the quiz, please get in touch. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/takeawaytrivia or on Threads at Bar Wars. Finally, we're also available on YouTube, youtube.com/@takeawaytrivia. Happy quizzing! The intro music is There It Is by Kevin MacLeod, available from incompetech.filmmusic.io, licensed by creativecommons.org.